Our boy Andrej here, who scrubbed out massive at the YCS Niagara, but he killed it in the side events, and we're going to do a deck profile real quick. So, Andrej, introduce yourself, introduce what you're about, what you played, and tell us your life story. Go.
What I'm about is scrubbing out main events because I'm bad, but I went to a regional flight and won. I played Fiendsmith Yubel. Surprise, it's the best deck of the format. And then, yeah, we played in a regional flight, won 4 rounds, and didn't know what I was playing against the whole entire time, but, you know, we did it. So, before I get into deck profile, I do want to give my shout-outs. Shout out to Omar and Austin for traveling with me to Niagara Falls, as well as Boyan and Ogi.
Dueling wave.
Yes, sir. As well as Vladan and Nikola. And especially shout out to Nikola for having a better record than me at the main event and playing with the $12 Monarch deck, by the way.
Deck profile incoming.
Bro, I swear. And then, finally, I do want to give a shout-out and thanks to Saleh, Michi, Nina, Danielle, and Oscar for all cheering me on behind the scenes. It meant a lot, even though I kind of ate shit during the event. So, with all that out of the way, let's get into the deck profile.
Shout out Jesus first, of course.
Yeah.
Without Christ, we have nothing. Let's go. Right.
So, first off, pretty standard. 3 Lotus and a 4th copy of Lotus in 1-for-1. And then 3 Throne, 4th copy of Throne in Terraforming. If you're not playing these at max, you're not doing it correctly. Yubel cards, 2 Spirit, 1 Yubel, 1 Terra Incarnate, and then 2 Squirmers. I did change the list a little bit since the event. I was only playing one of these during the event. This got subbed out. The second one got subbed out for the Lacrima of the Crimson Tears. It's a good card, but the implication when I was playing, it was better without it, so I took it out for the second Squirmer because there were a lot of times where I missed having the second Squirmer.
So now you have the second one, or you had it?
Yeah. So this is supposed to be the Lacrima of the Crimson Tear.
Okay.
So
got it.
And then if you need a side, you can always get rid of these two and just play these two if you're going second. So
fair enough.
And then finally, 1 Nightmare Pain because it is an absurd spell card. So that does it for the Yubel stuff. For Fiendsmith, we have 3
now
Engraver.
the actual part of the stuff that actually does the work.
All right, chill. 2 Tracked and then 1 Lurie. Pretty standard. Again, there is supposed to be the Lacrima Crimson Tear in here. It's not in here. I cut it, but in the original deck list, it's there in place of the second Squirmer.
That's why it's $1 now.
Maybe, I don't know. I paid $20 for that card.
Oh my god.
One of the best normal summons that's not Lotus is 2 Beast and 1 Gates. I talked to Omar about this. He played 3 Beasts. I don't like this card because if you draw this, these are kind of just dead. But it's great because it gets you into your Fiendsmith line. And then 2 of the Unchained cards because they're good extenders. So you can play Chamber. I prefer Escape and then just using Yama to reborn back the Link 2. 1 Call by the Grave because you need Ash for Lotus because it always happens. And then 2 Bystials because on command DD Crow is just really good.
Yeah.
And then cards for defense, we have triple Imperm, triple Ash, triple Ogre, and triple Nibiru. And then we have triple Phantasme. This is the other change on deck list. I don't have Fularos. I borrowed it for the event. So Phantasme is supposed to be Fularos. If you have it, you can play it over this. If not, Phantasme is just fine because it helps you draw. Other than that, all these other hand traps are what I played during the event.
Did the Ogre conflict?
Not really.
Like multiples?
Not really. If it happens, it happens. It was very good for when I faced Snake Eye as Amina during the main event and I hit the Deception.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, I mean, there's not really much else. The other implications like using it for Nightmare Pain, but I never faced the mirror during my time playing it through all the side events. Never played another Yubel player. Yeah. So, but it's one of the best hand traps during the format currently.
I hit a Nightmare Pain. It was pretty sweet. Did nothing though. They just kept going. Yubel, baby. Maxine.
Side cards. Ghost Sister because you tell Tenpai to go fuck themselves and it's the best feeling ever, and you win in time with it. 3 Perulia because it's another good card. 3 Cosmic Cyclone for back row hates. 3 Tactics for going first. And then 3 Droll because I didn't know what else to put in here.
Yeah, fair enough. That's correct.
And then extra deck, which I didn't organize. So let me do this real quick. We got 2 Phantoms, Pretty standard. I know some people play 3. I don't have the deck space for that because the extra deck is very tight. So we're playing 2 Phantoms and then 1 Necro Quip and 1 Aerial Eater. This card is just very good in certain scenarios. This is good if you have Tracked and you can still resolve it, because then you just get a free draw. Or even off the Spirit Gates, before you do the Yubel stuff, you can take advantage of this. So there's that.
How often do you get the draw?
I mean, it came up quite a few times. It wasn't too bad. I was able to take advantage of it a decent amount of times. So Yubel card, or not Yubel, the Fiendsmith cards, 1 Closed Heaven, 1 Requiem, and then 1 Sequence. This didn't really come up that much, probably because I'm bad, but these 2 cards are very mandatory. So, but I also don't play Desiree in this list. So if you're fusing something with this, it is solely to go into Aerial Eater. And in the times I played, I think it only came up like once or twice. Which, don't get me wrong, Aerial Eater is a great card, but without Desiree, you're not going into this as much. I wouldn't cut it, but that's just in my personal experience.
You just Caesaring? Basically?
For the most part, yeah.
Fair enough.
I love Caesaring.
Caesaring.
Unchained cards: 2 Yama, 1 Blue Dog, 1 Red Dog. Pretty self-explanatory. You play this if you want to go in. You play 2 if you want to give it to Varudris. This is your end board, and then this is to facilitate access code.
Yeah, these are the only good cards in the deck.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Except access code. That card sucks too. But those are the actual good cards.
Hey, listen, my access code is shiny. It looks like a Starlight Rare, but it isn't.
No, but those cards, it's with the text box.
Yeah, okay. The 2 Xyz monsters, 1 Caesar, and then 1 Varudris. I think I'm just bad. This card didn't come up that much other than like once during the regional flight, but I still play it. And then 1 Little Knight because this card is also very good.
Very
so
nice. Any final thoughts? How do you feel?
I feel like I got my ass waxed at YCS Niagara. I will probably be playing Snake Eye as Amina because that is in this deck box right here. Or I'm going to keep playing this by the time YCS Anaheim comes around. We'll just see what happens.
Kids, keep in mind, if you spend $700 to scrub out at a major tournament, you want to double down by spending another $700.
It doesn't get much easier, so. But be sure to leave the comments on the video. I definitely will not read them. I will not be taking any questions, and I hope you have a mediocre night.
All right. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, and all that stuff. Anyway, I'll see ya as always.